What's going on, YouTube? We're back at it again for the second part, or I should say the continuation of the review of the Power Rack. So this review is just going to be based off of my experience that I had it for 5 months. And I just wanted to give you guys an update to see how long or how it held up over the time, how I used it, how much weight I put onto it. Anything that I feel like the manufacturers could make a little bit different from the first review. But let's go ahead and get right into it. First things first, every time you try to do rack pulls, and if you incorporate these into your workout, you're going to see what I mean. With the plate storages on each side here, and if you don't do rack pulls, I highly recommend putting them into your workout. A lot of people neglect them, but I really feel like they are beneficial to a point. And I'm talking the rack pulls that are going to be below the knee, right? So in this case, you could kind of see here, I got the barbell set up. It's going to be on the second lowest position here in the hole. But when the plate storages have the plates on the side here, when you try to do a rack pull, it looks like all the time here they're going to be clicking, right? So the negative side is with rack pulls, you're going to have to take off, if you have the plate storages on each side and there's plates on there, you're going to have to take them off to do rack pulls. Because they do, every time you do a rack pull, they do get in the way, they collide, and they hit the plate storages, and it throws the balance off. So it's kind of a negative, not too much, little petty, but okay, another thing. The paint on the bars here wear off very quickly. I'm talking if you accidentally, say, hit the barbell against the bar here, it's literally going to scratch the paint off. I mean, I'm talking about even the most delicate, slightest push against this paint here. You could kind of see here, if I zoom in, how it's kind of getting scratched already. I mean, I'm just niche picking, but I mean, the paint definitely does not hold up. You could tell in each of these marks, and this was made from the J cup here. Oh, an update on this too. I put Gorilla Tape on the, I don't know if I made that in the last video, but I put Gorilla Tape on this piece here because it didn't have the rubber, and I highly recommend putting it here because all the time the barbell scratches up against this piece, and if you don't have the tape, it's going to mess up your barbell. I got a Rouge Echo, so I'm trying to preserve it as much as I can. Put the black tape on here. I also put it on the inside of the J cups here. You can kind of see what I did. It's on each of them, and it's also onto the safety bars. You can kind of see I have the tape here. All right, tape here, so every time the barbell kind of goes against this metal where it doesn't have this rubber, and this is another reason why to get this rack, is because the J cups, the safety bars have this rubber onto it, so it does not screw up any of the knurling onto the barbell. So you could do rack pulls, drop it as hard as you want. I pull 350 onto this barbell doing rack pulls, and all it does is just kind of scuff up the rubber, not even that much. So not even damaged at all. And I put 350 onto this continuous 5 sets of 5, not damaging the barbell. So if you don't have safety bars that have this rubber onto it, you're risking, damaging the knurling onto the barbell and just the ricochet, right? So every time you drop it, and if this is just straight metal without any rubber on it, I feel like it's just going to bounce right off of it, versus with this rubber, it kind of impacts it, so it makes it feel like more of a neutral start whenever you do like a, say like with your bench press. I like to set the bars up right sliver amount up to my chest here, so if I were to, go until failure and I can't do it no more, it's dropping right on the bars, on the safety bars. And straight from there, I mean, if you do, say, like a dead start end of your chest press, you could easily set it up like this. So, highly recommended. Another reason to get this rack, the rubber. Scuffed up the paint. As you could kind of see, I put numbers on here. I put them on the outsides. Okay, outside. Put them on the inside. And as well on this side too, on the opposite side. I got a pack of, it was like 100 stickers for like $5 on Amazon. And I also put them on the ends here. Okay, they're literally on every side of the bar. Okay, this just helps you, you know, put the safety bar in or the J-cups without having to eyeball each side to side there. Next thing, I don't know if I discussed here if there was going to be an issue with this. I don't know, it's like this slippery feel onto this barbell, or onto the pull-up rack here, the pull-up bar. It's really slippery. So even like with my good grip, right, I feel like I have good grip strength. Every time I hold on to it, it still somewhat slides as I pull my body. So if you don't have chalk, it's going to be an issue. If you don't wear gloves, it's going to be an issue. If you don't have any wrist straps to go ahead and wrap around here while you do pull-ups or anything, even with weighted pull-ups, chin-ups, any of that thing, it's going to slide. I do not like this bar material, like this material, what it's made out of. I feel like they should have made this, or the bars here on the sides, they should have made the same material with this. So kind of screwed up on that part, but you could go ahead, like I said, go ahead, get some gloves. You can get wrist straps, chalk. You could even get some grip tape and wrap it around all the sides here. I've seen those for like a roll for $25 on Amazon. So you could kind of easily change that up, but I do chalk, so I don't really need to worry about that part. Let's see if I need anything else to talk about as I end this last review I'll make about the rack. As you kind of see, since the plates do collide with each other here when I do rack pulls, I don't keep any plates actually onto the plate storages that they came with. I'm thinking actually about taking these off completely because I use sandbags. I got 50-pound sandbags here that I just put on the end beams. And I actually use these. I mean, I put them in a black pillowcase, so that's why they're kind of covered up and they look more aesthetic with everything here in my gym. But honestly, as long as you got some, I didn't bolt it down. They have options to bolt it down, this rack. I didn't use that because I like unsure. You know, I don't want to drill into the horse stall mats and into the concrete and damage and perforate any of that stuff. So what I do is I take off the plates on each side. I go ahead and put them onto my plate storages on the wall. And I put the sandbags to go ahead, and whenever I do, and I squat the opposite way. So since the sandbags are this way, I do not put the barbell on this side. I put it on the opposite side of the sandbags, right? You guys know, right? Physics. If you're going to be re-racking heavy weight, like if you slam it again, like if you got 300 pounds on here, right? Which I'm actually up to 305 is what I got to with my squat. My PR. I put it on here, and if you're going to be like that one of those people that, like, you know, slam the rack again when you're done doing your set against the J-cups to make sure it's in place, you don't want the rack tipping. So put the sandbags on this side, squat the opposite way. Don't squat the same way as the plate storages. Squat the opposite way. And other than that, honestly, I would still highly suggest this rack, even with the flaws that it presents. I mean, yes, it does scratch up the paint. I mean, but that's just going to be normal wear. And like I said, I have this for months already. It is minimal, but if you are like me and not really like OCD, but just like clean a look on the material because it's still new, then they should have definitely painted this better or with, I don't know, better material. But for the price of the rack, it's not arguable, right? So all in all, get the stickers, take the plate storages off. Got to do something with that pull-up bar with the grip strength. Stickers there. Go ahead and get the sandbags. And you could even use a sandbag. Like what I like to do is I tape them with like duct tape so no sand like really pops off there. And then I use the sandbags along with I got some Titan bolts over here, some weighted ones. I got a 30-pound, and then that one's a 60-pound. So I have like, you know, these sandbags, sand balls, and I just go ahead and just do plyometric exercises with them, right? So explosive, you know, throwing up, or the sandbag, I just take it over the shoulder, drop it over one shoulder, pick it up the other side, when I'm done with legs, of course. So you're still utilizing even the sandbags. They're not in the way. So just some pointers for you guys. I hope this goes a long way to help you make the decision with getting this rack. I think right now it's about anywhere from $300 to $400, either on the Sunny Fitness website or on Amazon. So go ahead, take a look into it, and see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.